Shama, exhaustively, is to hear, hearing with interest, hearkening to, listening to, attending to, learning, perceiving, discerning, following, fulfilling one's advice. Is to doing that. Shama Yashar'AL, open your ears and close your mouths to avoid the falsehood. Listen, perceive only him now. Remove your distractions, your issues, and all these things that hinder. Shut down your Facebook, YouTube, TVs, your phones, your Twitter. Focus in here, perceive, understand so that it's clear. There's too much to hear, cause from old we've closed our ears. But who shall he teach knowledge and make him understand when all's too lazy to seek and rather depend on man? But if they stood in his counsel, it'd be all about his word. Then you would have discerned what it really needs to turn to know not what he says, cause you're unable to hear, to Shama, to understand, and to perceive by ear, to notice, obtain, and gather, listen, discern, and answer, attain, heed, and capture your interest about the matters, to turn backers, to Shama, his voice. But if you play and make believe, you'll be deceived and just get noise. Shama, most derivatives, is really hearing and hearing with interest, understanding, and even listening. But hearing and understanding is pointless without belief, the trust, the reliance, and creeds where the rubber and road meet. So how can you Shama if you're not even comprehending? Without belief there's no fear, without fear there's no wisdom. If you truly believe it, then you tremble at his word and be concerned with what you heard. Not at ease, you be unnerved. So listen, listen, pay attention, pay attention. Give to him, heart, only to him, perceive, him, here, to him, cause the fact is, if you truly believed what you proclaimed, you would seek all your days and he would teach all his ways. You'd be scared to death or wear your air, your breath could cease in any sec, so you would not be deaf. Hear, perceive, discern, informed with great concern, cause no one comes to the sun unless they have heard and learned. So who is truly with him? Who's gathered, gleaned, and get wind? Who truly listens to his voice with comprehension? Who truly listens to his voice, to his witness? Or you waiting for the latest translation for you to get it? Return backsliding children, he shall rule you and see you, and then he'll give you shepherds and feed knowledge to you. But since that ain't happened yet, you should be asking, who you grasping? Who are you hearing? Is it his word or biased ration? The words of the wise are like sticks for driving cattle, given by one, and besides these there is none. So listen to him, pay attention to him, heed him, hearken, only him, perceive him, and hear him, adhere to him, Shama him, give ear to him, conform to him, perform all of his, and look only to him, regard his, and study all of his, know all of his, Shama him, Shama Yashar'AL. Consider, he has called the heavens and the earth to witness against us, and we have completely perished from the land and are completely destroyed. And Yahuwah has scattered us among the people, and we are left few in number among the nations where Yahuwah has driven us. And all are serving the works of men's hands, which are unable to deliver. But from wherever he has scattered us, we are to seek Yahuwah Elohim, and shall find when we search for him with all of our inward parts, your heart, your understanding, your intelligence and common sense, your courage, your hunger, even with all of your breath, your being, your mind, your desire, emotion, and passion, and your distress, because all of these words, these warnings and calamities have come upon us as it is today. Then you shall return to Yahuwah your Elohim, and shall Shama, hear, listen to, take notice of, and act on what he says, to perceive by ear, understand, discern, hear with attention and interest, give heed to and comprehend, so that you know how to obey his voice, his words only. Shama. Understand that all of these words have come upon us, the barakah and the curse which was set before our ancestors. So now you shall return back to your understanding, your intelligence, your inward parts, your heart, and your courage, and your hunger among all the nations where Yahuwah your Elohim has driven you. and shall turn back to Yahuwah your Elohim and Shama. Hear, listen to, take notice of, act on what he says, to perceive by ear, understand, discern, hear with attention and interest, give heed to and comprehend, so that you know how to obey his voice, his words, with all of your inward parts, your heart, your understanding, your intelligence, your courage, your hunger, even with all of your breath, your being, your mind, your desire, emotion and passion, you and your children. Then Yahuwah your Elohim shall turn back your captivity and shall have compassion on you, and he shall turn back and gather you from all the people where Yahuwah your Elohim has scattered you. Yashar'AL, please, Shama, listen. If you are Shama, hearing, listening to, taking notice of and acting on what he says, perceiving by ear, understanding, discerning, hearing with attention and interest, giving heed to and comprehending, so that you know how to obey the voice of Yahuwah your Elohim. To Shama, that is, God, observe, give heed, watch over, wait for, retain, treasure up in your memories, celebrate, keep, perform, and protect his commands and his laws that are written in the book of the Torah, because you have turned back to Yahuwah your Elohim with all of your determination, your enthusiasm, your understanding, your intellect, your courage, and your hunger, even with all of your breath, your being, your mind, your desire, your emotion, your passion, your you. Yashar'AL, when will you Shama? Give ear, because there has arisen among you those who claim to speak for Yahuwah, these dreamer of dreams. He has heard what these who claim to speak for him have said, who speak falsehood in his name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed. The speakers of falsehood and the speakers of deceit of their own understanding, who try to make his people forget his name by their dreams, which everyone relates to each other, as their fathers forgot his name for Baal. You see, it is he who is against those who speak these false dreams, declares Yahuwah, and relate them, and lead his people astray by their falsehoods and by their reckless boasting. But he did not send them, nor did he command them, and they do not profit you people at all, declares Yahuwah. But the message of Yahuwah you no longer remember, because every man's message is his own word, because you have changed the words of the living Elohim, Yahuwah Sabot, Alah he knew. You see, these ones who have given you signs, dreams, and wonders, and the signs or the wonders may have even come true, do not listen to the words of these who claim to speak for Yahuwah, that dreamer of dreams, who lead you away from Yahuwah and his word, those who cause a man to sin by a word and lay a snare for him who reproves in the gate, and turn aside the righteous with emptiness, their own wisdom, because it is Yahuwah your Elohim who is trying you to know whether you love Yahuwah your Elohim with all of your inward parts in your heart, your understanding, your intelligence, your courage, your hunger, even with all of your breath, your being, your mind, your desire, emotion, and passion, not someone else's. Only walk after, follow behind Yahuwah your Elohim, and fear him, and guard his commands, and Shama his voice, his words, and serve him, and cling to him only.